Greetings. So now we're going to talk about goals 4 and 5 in your DAR. And the first one is goal 4, engage in multidisciplinary inquiry. And basically what this means is taking a course that combines more than one area. And you only need to take one course in this. Now the one thing to know here is it looks like there are a lot of choices. And there are, but there aren't quite as many as it may seem. So for instance, you've got here, if you'll notice, you can take English 385 or Geography 385 or History 385. And the reason it has all those ors in it is because those are essentially the same class. It's a class that combines English, History, and Geography. So it's listed under all three. And you just take it. You don't have to take it 3 times. It's all the same course. But you take one of those courses and that counts towards the multidisciplinary inquiry. You'll also see that you've got English 300 or Film 300 or Women and Gender Studies 300. So again, that's something that combines English, Film, and Women and Gender Studies. So you will have to take one of these courses. And then finally, in goal 5, this is evaluate your individual responsibility to yourself, society, and the world. The first 2 requirements here are essentially physical education requirements, and the last one is ethical citizenship. So for a physical education requirement, the first one you have to take is PE 108, which is our Intro to Health and Wellness class. And this class is offered, depending on when you take it, either fully online or partly online and partly in a lab. And this is where you look at healthy habits that you can develop throughout your lifetime. One thing to note is that it is a 1-credit course. You also have to take 2 courses from any of these following categories. And the thing to know about these courses is that these are your activity courses. These are the ones where you're going to be playing volleyball, or you're going to be doing bowling, or you're going to be doing walking or yoga. So these are the courses where you're actually doing. So you will need to take 2 of those. Another thing to know is that they are a half credit each. So the 2 of them together equal 1 credit. So between these 2 goals, you're looking at a total of 2 credits, but taking 3 courses. And then finally in this area, you have the ethical citizenship requirement, and this requires 1 course from any of these following courses. Now, it's important to note that these courses are ones that combine generally ethics and whatever the topic is. So Animal Science 115 deals with ethics and animals. Computer Science 120 deals with ethics and the internet. So all of these have some aspect of ethics involved in them, which is why we want you to take them. One important note that I probably should have noted all the way through, but I want to make sure that you know, is that this is a guide for you to know how to read your DAR, but it's important to go back to your own DAR because, for example, some of these courses in the next semester or 2, there may be courses that are added or deleted from these general areas. So it's important that you are continually checking your DAR and what is listed under there rather than going by the course selections that are listed here. So the last area we're going to talk about are the liberal arts courses. Now, you have this showing up on your DAR as a pre-major because as a pre-major you are listed in the College of Arts and Sciences. If your major is in another area, you may not have this requirement. But if you are a pre-major, this is a great place to look at trying to get new courses to kind of try out a major. There's important things to note here. First of all, you need to have 8 credits, but you also need to have 3 courses. So since the vast majority of courses are 3 credits each, most people come through here with 9 credits or more. You can only take a maximum of 2 courses under any given area. So you can only take 2 of those courses under humanities, or you can only take 2 of those courses under natural sciences and math. You can't take all 3. You have to hit at least 2 sub-requirements. And you'll see here there are 4 sub-requirements. And you've noted, right, that the minuses means that there's something missing. This makes it look like you have to take 4 courses. You don't. You have to take 3 courses under 2 different sub-requirements. If you scroll up to the page previous, this is a website where you can go to find which courses count under the liberal arts. So you can go to this website and it will list, there are literally hundreds of courses that count. So they don't have them all listed here. Okay? The other thing to know is that if you did test out of a language, that test out does not apply to the liberal arts. So just know that. After that, we have your major. And this one lists pre-major, which obviously is not a major, so you will eventually have to have a major. For the vast majority of majors, you will also have to have a minor or a second major to complete your degree requirements. The other part I want to point out is general electives. Under this area, you will see courses that are counting not necessarily towards any particular thing in your degree progress report. So they're not counting towards a university requirement or a gen ed requirement or a major requirement. They are counting towards the 150 or the 120 minimum credits that you need. So it is counting there, but it's not counting anywhere in particular. Once you register for courses, there are 2 places you want to check immediately. First is the general electives course. If you go to the general electives area, you want to make sure that none of the courses you just signed up for are landing here. If they are, then you want to check with your advisor. There may be a very good reason why they are, but you want to check with your advisor to see why they're showing up there, because it's generally saying that it's not counting for any of your general education courses or your major or anything else. In progress courses is also where you want to check. You need to make sure that you actually have registered for all the courses that you think you've registered for. You don't want to be that person who ends up putting all their courses into their shopping cart and they don't actually register for those, and they think they've registered for them, and then by the time they realize it, those courses have all filled up. So as soon as you register for your courses, pull up your DAR, and immediately your courses will show up. Make sure that none of them show up here and that all of them show up here. This is the end of your DAR training. So please feel free to contact your advisor if you have any questions. Your advisor will be more than happy to help you. And good luck in registration. Thanks.